Well, happy Hump Day Wednesday, everyone. We all know that trucks keep this country moving, but diesel technicians keep the trucks running. In this feature, we sit down with tech expert George Arrants to discuss this so-called tech shortage and how to fix it.
The first thing I've said to everybody is if you're an employer and you're hiring, do you have a shortage of applicants or do you have a shortage of qualified applicants? We've surveyed a lot of employers and nearly 90% say qualified applicants. That means we're not lacking the interest of young people or veterans into our industry. The problem is whatever industry is expecting in an entry-level employee, they're not getting. Or that individual doesn't have the employability skills or soft skills, as we sometimes relate it to get past the interview in order to show their technical skills. So some of the things that we're working on is doing a better job of industry and education communicating and managing expectations of what do we truly expect in an entry-level employee. Clearly, there's still an interest. And between the three transportation courses, auto, collision, and truck, over 159,000 students taking some class, some form of another in the U.S., we just have to fill the leaks so that more of these students that start in these programs graduate and into the workforce. The other thing that we found at ASE through a survey we did a couple years ago is we lose 42% in the first 2 years. And I call that eating our young. We put these individuals into the workplace and we ask them to be productive first day on the job. We don't mentor them into your company or shop culture. Or even worse, your shop culture is caustic enough that it's not ready to take on an entry level or an individual of that nature. Without mentoring, the sophistication of today's trucks and vehicles are not like when I started in the industry. They were much simpler. We have to be able to onboard these individuals into our company culture, our shop culture, and grow them into our workplace. We need to stop looking at them as an expense and as an investment.
What advice do you have for workplaces to stop eating their young?
I refer to us as gray hairs or no hairs. We live to work. You guys work to live. And maybe you guys got it right. It's that balance between family and work and employers understanding that balance that's important to your generation. And most major fleets know what it costs to hire a technician. It may be better to invest money that you have in keeping the people that you already have. They already wanted to come to work for you. We've been telling employers for 40 years that we're leaving for 25 cents more an hour. And we've always said that since the 70s. And people still believe that's why it is. But most people do not leave necessarily for money.
Right.
They leave because the work environment, and it's festered inside of them long enough that, here's my quote, the unknown is better than staying with you. Think about that. And some employers get that, and the ones that don't, they're eating our young.
What advice do you have for those who may be struggling in their first job or in a toxic workplace?
You have to research the company that you are going to work for. And now through social media, you can learn so many things without stepping through the door or making face-to-face contact. Managing expectations with your employers. People are okay if you make a mistake as long as you are straight up about that. We all make mistakes. Also, listen to what the folks around you have to say. That's why we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen, don't wait to talk. We need to let things unfold and kind of give the company time to grow on you and you on them.
That's it for today's feature. Tune in Friday for another great story.